Today I'm going to take you through how I raise my chicken the simplest way. I get this comment that, Rebecca, how long do you give your chicken greens? What kind of greens do you give your chicken? I feed my chicken a variety of greens, and most of the time I give them the same greens for 2 days. I change the other day like that, but today they're eating pumpkin leaves and another bitter leaf that is, we call it akabombo in our local language. It is bitter. You can mix it in their drinking water to cure fever in the chicken, even the human being. But I also give them the greens and they eat it as fresh as it is. Greens are supplements and they help the chicken to boost their immunity, to keep them healthy, to make them lay bigger eggs and even healthier eggs. Once they are fed on greens, you find that their cobs always stand and they are dark red in color. So it's just because of greens. So if you treat them using the herbal medicine or feed them on fresh greens, you'll find that they are healthy, and the most sign that we see, the cobs are standing and they are very red in color. And once you buy the medication from the vet, that is the same reaction that you will see, and that it means that once you feed them greens, you treat as well as boosting their immunity. So that is why I feed them greens, as well as I also mix the herbs in their drinking water if I want to treat. If you want to treat them, you get the greens, you can get the pumpkin leaves, you can get the sunflower leaves. You mix them together and treat fever from your chicken. If they are suffering from flu, you get garlic, you get lemon, ginger, and other herbs that can treat flu from your chicken. Once they get flu, they can also have fever. So you have to treat each and everything from your chicken, and that is why I use greens as my supplements in the chicken feeds. Actually, they take like 30 minutes to completely consume these feeds, so it does not even disrupt them from eating their feeds, because greens are supplements. Once you feed them greens the whole day, you might end up not seeing many eggs the next day, because they are just the supplements, they are not feeds. But I give them a lot of greens, but within 30 minutes they are consumed by the chicken and they continue with their feeds. In that, the next day they can lay very well. And someone who is raising chicken using a free range system, you feed your chicken in the morning, give them feeds in time, they will concentrate on feeds. Then later in the evening, you find them looking for the greens, in that they can help them grow healthy. So guys, starting a chicken farm, it is not very difficult as long as you can start with a number of chicken that you can manage. So start with what you can manage. It's never too late for you. Another thing, if you raise this chicken on greens, they will never slim or they will never lose weight, because most of the chicken lose weight when they get sick. So once you feed them on greens, it means that you will give them the supplements. If you feel that they are very weak, you buy some medication from the vet. So by that time they cannot lose weight. But if you're only depending on the medication from the vet, you find that their chest, if you check your chicken, most of the chicken, their chest turn slim, and to feed that chicken and gain the weight again on the chest, it is very difficult, and some of the chicken fail to get the meat in the chest once they lose it. So, and the buyers do not want the chicken that have less weight, than the weight is not satisfying. So you might end up getting less money from your layers or from your chicken once their weight is not satisfying the buyers. So as much as I want to feed my chicken the feeds that are going to make them lay, I also want to maintain their weight, so that by the time of laying or selling them off, I can receive the amount of money that I want from the off layers. So guys, I love farming. It gives you joy and comfort. If you start poultry, you'll see how this poultry farming business can really work for you. Don't fear. Choose any breed that you feel you want. Feed them well. If you want to deal in layers, buy the chicken that can lay eggs, as well as considering their meat, because you have to sell them off after some time, after a period of 1 year, half a year, 1 year and a half. So consider their meat also. The local chicken, they lay for a short period of time, but they are best for the meat. Their weight is much better than the layers. When it comes to the meat, they are the best. But feeds are the most important thing in the chicken diet. They need feeds to gain the weight. And if you want your chicken to gain that weight, much weight, they need corn and fish meal. Or you give them corn and a concentrate. Those two work better. To keep them healthy, you can mix the greens in their chicken feeds. If you cannot bring the greens every day to their chicken houses, if you cannot supplement them using the drinking water, or mixing the herbal remedies in their drinking water, at least mix them in their feeds. You'll see change in your chicken. That is what I have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fear to start. You're not behind and you're not ahead. You're in the right position. If you want to start any farming business, please do. What you have to do is your role. So take action, you will see change. If you want to raise chicken for a living, or you want to raise chicken to earn money from them, just take action. One step ahead will help you grow. Don't look for the big goals of your life, but the tiny steps you have to pass through are the only way to push you closer to get your big goals. So start now, you'll see change. Let's meet in the next one.